Papercuts went from looking like this to looking like this. Yeah, I may have slightly, just slightly gone overboard. Hey everyone, welcome back to another devlog. If you're new here, I am working on a 2D action platformer game called Papercuts. In this game, you play as a rising hero trying to save the world from spreading corruption. But here's the twist. You can slash literally anything. Enemies, the environment, projectiles. If it exists, you can probably cut it. And in today's video, I'm gonna walk you through how a teeny tiny background color tweak somehow spiraled into a full-blown glow-up. Plus new movement mechanics, deadly new traps, smarter camera behavior, brand new enemies, and a few spicy surprises in between. So if that sounds interesting, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't, and let's jump into the chaos. Alright, so picture this. All I wanted to do was tone down the green in the background, just a quick, innocent adjustment. A few hours later, I had to send it into polishing hell. Now, for those unfamiliar, polishing a game too early is basically gamedev 101 for bad idea. It can be a massive waste of time because you'll probably end up redoing it all anyway. Your feelings and opinions can change over time. But for this time, I don't have any regrets. First up, I darkened the background just a little bit to boost the foreground contrast, tossed in some post-processing blue, and even added some tiny glowing fireflies that just vibe around the entire level. And then, I added these subtle but beautiful god rays to the forest biome. I found this awesome free shader on godotengine.com, and it adds this really gentle light that filters through the trees. It's almost like you're wandering through some ancient, sacred woodland. It's subtle, but it does so much for the vibe. And because I'm a bit of a perfectionist, I couldn't just stop there. I just kept adding and adding more things to the environment. Next, I dropped a soft fog layer to the background, using another free shader from the same websites. And honestly, if you're new to shaders or just hate math like me, godotshaders.com is a goldmine. Especially if you're new to game dev or just starting out. Because game dev isn't just about coding. It's lighting, design, music, sound effects, marketing, shaders, the list goes on and on. So having a library of working shader examples that you can try in your game is amazing. This fog gives the entire level more depth and a touch of mystery. What started as a simple color tweak ended up transforming the entire vibe of the game. Now, let's talk movements. Because what's the point of a beautiful forest if you can't dash through it like a ninja? Let me introduce you to two new moves, forward step and jump step. Forward step is like the back step, but, you guessed it, it moves you forward. It's a short little dash, but here's the kicker. It also gives you 0.2 seconds of invulnerability while moving. I know it doesn't sound like much, but if you combine it with back step, you suddenly got this agile, dodge-heavy playstyle that feels super fun and slick. You can just dash in, bait them, and then dash back out. Or you can just eat yourself behind an enemy and get the jump on them. Honestly, I can't wait to see how speedrunners can abuse this mechanic. And then there's jump step. It's basically an improved double jump. The second jump now gives you a tiny bit more hang time, almost like a soft hover. It's such a small tweak, but man, it makes jumping feel buttery smooth. And to support all this mobility, I added one-way platforms, so you can dash, jump, and drop through them like a parkour god. You can leap onto a platform, and then immediately dive down to dodge an attack. And of course, what's a platformer without spikes? Yep, so those are now in too. They're classic, they hurt, and they force you to respect the floor. Alright, here's our quick camera update. This one's very subtle, but surprisingly impactful. Before, the camera just followed the player like a lost puppy. But since Papercuts is an action game, now, it actually reacts to what's happening. If you enter combat, it will zoom in to focus on the action. And once you're out of danger for a few seconds, it zooms back out so you can see more of the environment, get some space, and catch your breath after a battle. It's a very small tweak, but it goes a long way toward making the game feel cinematic and intentional. Speaking of danger, let's talk enemies. First up, thanks to a great suggestion in the comments, I've now added a new, terrifying snake head statue. It's a stationary object that cannot be killed, but it can kill you. It charges up and fires this giant slashing laser beam that cuts through the entire level like a piece of cake. You'll need to time your movements very carefully to avoid getting slashed. But here's the twist, you can actually stand on top of it to stay safe from its attacks. Under the hood, it's just a one-way platform. This was my first time using Godot's animation player, and wow, it's so easy to use and it's such a hidden gem. I used it to animate the laser windup, the particles, the eyes that glow red, and the screen shake as it slices down everything in its path. Now I've got a quick question for you guys. Should a snake statue also damage enemies like the goblin and piranha plants? Or should it only target you and prevent friendly fire among enemies? Let me know in the comments below. I'm curious what you guys think. And then there's the eyeball spirit enemy. It can also fire laser beams, but unlike the snake statue, this one can move and aim directly at you. It has two phases. First, it floats in a random direction, and then it will lock onto the player and fires a laser beam, and then rinse and repeats. It's not too hard to fight it by itself, but when you have to face the goblins, the piranha plants, and the snake statue as well, it can get chaotic real fast. While we're talking enemies, goblins also got a mini upgrade as well. Now, when they miss an attack, their club can still hit something. This means they can actually damage the environment. Rocks, flowers, decorations, nothing is safe anymore. This adds a bit of chaos to the battlefield and makes their attack feel heavier and more dangerous. Even if they miss you, something else could still get hurt. And finally, a quick quality of life update. The goblin's meat can now heal you. In my last video, a lot of you guys actually suggested this, and honestly, it really does make sense. You beat up a goblin, it drops a steak, so of course you can recover some HP if you eat it. And plus, I added this small burst of little heart particles whenever you heal. It just makes it look extra satisfying. And that's it for this devlog. Wow, what a journey. What started as a tiny lighting tweak turned into a full-on vibe reset for Papercuts. The world looks better, plays faster, and it feels more alive than ever. If you've enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. It really helps me keep going and sharing these devlogs with you guys. Also, I'd love to know, what's your favorite new addition in this update? Or if there's something else you would love to see in the next devlog, please leave a comment down below. I will get through every single comment. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.